Hello, my name's Anastasia, and I'm a humanist. For those who don't know much about humanism, it's simply a worldview that prioritises two things: being reasonable and being kind. We emphasise the importance of thinking for yourself while acting for everyone. For me, humanism means having eyes wide open to the beauties and horrors of the world, and facing this reality with honesty and courage. This includes tackling head-on our global crises, including climate change, pollution and mass extinction, and working out how to live sustainably into the future. As David Attenborough has said, although denying that we have a special position in the natural world might seem becomingly modest in the eye of eternity, it might also be used as an excuse for evading our responsibilities. The fact is that no species has ever had such a wholesale control over everything on Earth, living or dead, as we have now. That lays upon us, whether we like it or not, an awesome responsibility. In our hands now lies not only our own future, but that of all other living creatures with whom we share the Earth. Humanists are passionate about championing human rights and human flourishing. But equally, this means ensuring the well-being of the Earth and all its creatures. We are not afraid to ask the hard questions and to engage with the messy reality of politics in order to do this. Indeed, many humanists have dedicated their whole lives to building kinder, more reasonable and more sustainable societies through numerous organisations, movements, networks and political parties. My own particular vocation lies in enriching secular life with progressive, ethical and spiritual leadership, care and creativity, and helping to make the highest standards of spiritual care available to all equally everywhere. I try to do these things through my Secular Liturgies network and publications, and through my work as a humanist chaplain with Somerset NHS Foundation Trust and the University of Exeter. Of course, promoting sustainable and earth-healing ways of living and being in the world is a vital part of this work, which also has great benefits for human well-being. While I don't revere or rely on any specific text or tradition for knowledge or wisdom, I do take inspiration from the best in peer-reviewed research, from literature across all genres, and from a wide range of philosophical and spiritual traditions, both ancient and modern. I also engage in a variety of reflective practices to nurture and develop my values and goals, to heal from trauma, and to grow in character and understanding. While I acknowledge that humanity has some serious weaknesses and flaws, humans are also capable of great empathy and compassion, and this capacity for kindness, combined with our ingenuity and our ability to learn from the past, will help us, I hope, to create a peaceful and sustainable future. Whether members of a faith or belief group or not, we all have a responsibility to develop our better natures. All humans start out with an innate capacity for empathy, compassion and reasonableness, which can either be stifled or nurtured by the cultures and traditions in which we are raised. The only way our species can survive and flourish and prevent political and environmental catastrophe is to make continual efforts to grow and develop our critical thinking skills and our finer feelings and nobler aspirations, and to nurture these in our children and young people. With this in mind, I'd like to share a final quotation from Lengzi, better known by the Latinized version of his name, Mencius, who was a philosopher and political advisor in China in the 4th century BCE. All human beings have a constitution which suffers when it sees the suffering of others. If people catch sight suddenly of a child about to fall into a well, they will all experience a feeling of alarm and distress. Because we all have these feelings in ourselves, let us develop them, and the result will be like the blaze that is kindled from a small flame, or the spring in full spate that starts with a trickle. let these feelings have free rein, and they will be enough to give shelter and love to us all.